Life is full of coincidences, strange synchronicities that astound and intrigue us. Why do so many code words, Omaha, Utah, Mulberry, Neptune, and Overlord, all appear in the same Daily Telegraph crossword 1 month before the D-Day landings? Was it a coincidence that Nostradamus named so many events that would happen hundreds of years after his death? Perhaps we shall never know. But what are coincidences? Are they statistical quirks? Random anomalies in the greater scheme of things? Or are they perhaps examples of extrasensory perception? Or even greater forces at work?
We are, as human beings, able to be sensitized, to look out for things, to see patterns in the world around us. And most of the time, of course, that's a very good thing for us to be doing because it helps us make sense of the world. But with these things, coincidences, it actually trips us up and makes us see significance in things that are in fact just the result of randomness.
I met Geordie in 6-inch workshops in Hamm, Germany, as a national service lad.
They shared the cigarettes, they shared their money, shared everything. If one didn't have anything, the other one gave him, you know.
He moved and never let me know, I don't think, where he'd moved to. And then I got married and I moved off, and I never let him know.
I'd been a week in Magaluf, my wife, and the following week obviously we started our gift shopping. So we came down and we were walking along the front as you do.
I was walking along the prom in Palmanova and I saw this couple walking towards me, and I thought, I know that person, and I went by them and then I come back the other side of them and I said, is that Geordie?
And I looked at him and that was it. I said, Desmond Picker's girl. And that was it, we just embraced each other, simple as that.
Seeing them together in the evening, you just knew why they'd always been such good friends. It was though time had stood still and, you know, they were just back to being buddies.
Coincidences happen to all of us, but perhaps they're more memorable when they happen to very powerful people. Take the American presidents, John F. Kennedy and Abraham Lincoln. Both were shot in the head on a Friday in front of their wives. Lincoln had a secretary called Kennedy who advised him not to go to the theatre. Kennedy had a secretary called Lincoln who said, "Don't go to Dallas." The assassins were both Southern Americans in their 20s, and both were shot before they came to trial. Booth was born in 1839, Oswald in 1939. Lincoln became president in 1860, Kennedy in 1960. Amazing coincidences, but are we too ready to accept manipulated facts to justify our belief in the unexplained? The problem scientists have with coincidences is that it's incredibly difficult to gather concrete evidence to prove they really happened. You see, coincidences are mixed up with two different probabilities: the chance of something amazing happening out of the blue, and the chance of something amazing happening, but only after it's been given many chances to happen. For example, the chance of throwing a double six with 2 dice is 1 in 36. So, the chances in 18 throws of a double six is even. The more you try, the better your chances. It's very easy to underestimate the number of tries when real-life coincidences occur. There are millions of events every day, so there must be coincidences. But let's not be too cynical. Surely coincidence and fate can become intertwined with a little divine intervention. Little did Carol Cartwright know what awaited her when she enrolled on a Canadian teacher exchange program.
I heard that I was going to Edmonton in the middle of Alberta, and I looked at the map and I thought, oh my God, who wants to go to Edmonton? And some weeks later, I was going to the Commonwealth Institute with some Canadian friends. And so I said to them, you take as long as you like. I'll go in the information room and read books about Canada. They had a great long shelf of Canadian telephone directories. And my real name, Knowlton, is an unusual name in England. And I thought idly, well, I wonder if that's a common name in Canada or whether it's quite rare. So I took down one of these at random, and there were only 3. And the middle name was exactly the name that was on my birth certificate. And I thought, this has to be my father, who I had never met. And then I turned to the front of the telephone directory to see where it was, what area it covered, and it said Edmonton. I wrote this really strange letter to this man saying basically, are you my father? Subsequently, I had a very nice letter saying that yes, he was my father. I was made extremely welcome. I had a wonderful year.
So you see, you never know when your number is going to come up.
And if you would like a fact sheet, ring 0897 099963 and leave your name and address. We're taking another